Hi YouTube, this is Felicia with Bible Scraps, and welcome to the very first video in my Flippie Funique series, having fun with Flippie flips, folds, and flaps. Now in this series, I will bring you Flippie Funiques, which are fun, unique techniques for the flip bag artist. If you are not familiar with flip bag art, you can check out my video Flip Bag Art 101. I have the link in the description box and you can find all the information you need on flip bag art. So I'm using bags by the company Clear Bags, and I will have the size of the bag in the description box. And in this video we are going to be making a Flippie shaker. What you see here, I have 3 different divisions. Super easy to make. And I am using my food saver. Yeah, it's been a while since I've used this in my craft room. I uploaded a tutorial over a year ago demonstrating how you can fuse your sheet protectors. I was in a swap and I put the contents of my swap in customized pockets that I made using this food saver. So it's really cool. If you are interested in that tutorial, be sure to check that video out. So to make this Flippie shaker, I am using this size Flippie, and I'm going to be using something I have not seen used in shakers before. These are nail art pieces and they're clay, and these are all different fruit designs. And so I'm going to be using these along with micro beads, and I'm using the micro beads because I want to demonstrate to you just how well the food saver can seal these bags and hold a good seal. Okay, so to get started, what I'm going to do, because I'm creating divisions, I need to pour some of my fruity shake in here. And I am loving the nail art little pieces you can get. Once again, these are all fruity designs and they come in different designs. I'm going to do a separate video, a tutorial on these, because you can buy them already cut down, or you can buy the cane rods, and I have the cane rods as well. You have to cut those down. So really cute. And because I'm making divisions, I'm adding in my shake first. Now I'm going to open up my food saver. This is a standard food saver. I got it from Costco. The last one, or the one I used last year, was white. This one is black. Nothing fancy about it. So the same way you use your food saver to seal your food bags is the same way you're going to use it to seal your Flippies. So I have found that on this particular model, well, this is the sealing strip area right here, and it seals right in the center of this sealing strip. And that's important to know because we are going to double seal our Flippies just to ensure that the seal is good. And by knowing where it seals, you can measure out the distance of your sealing strips. So right here you have, this is the blade, but I'm going to use it as a locking mechanism. I'm going to pull my Flippie through, and the sealing strip is right here, this darker black area. And I'm going to position, I'm going to pull it this way or this way, pull it down or pull it up, to determine exactly where I want to add my sealing strip. This will be my first sealing strip. So you know what? Right here is suffice. So make sure this area is straight as can be. And close it. And you lock it from the right here. And you'll hear it lock a little bit. And then my machine, by default, it's on dry. I'm going to keep it on dry. And I'm going to seal. Now it takes about 15 seconds to seal. Let it sit after the light goes off for 15 seconds and seal it again, because you want to double seal in that area. Now I know many of you may not have a food saver. I do have a hot tool. I don't have the fuse tool, but I have a hot tool that has different tips. I have been playing around with the right combination between the tip and the pressure to get good fusing on these bags. So that light has went off. Let's seal it again. Depending on the brand of bags that you use, you may not have to double seal. You might have to triple seal. That's where trial and error comes in at. But I'm using the clear bags, and thus far I have not had any problems. Like you see the Flippie shaker here, it's still holding up. I have not lost any of my shake. Okay, so I'm going to take it out and show this to you guys. Okay, and you see there's a little bit of texture there. Let me back it with something. When you use your food saver, you will get that texture, and I like that. So I'm not bothered by that. And so it appears I have a good seal. Now, you don't want to over mess with it because you never know what can happen. But if you just handle it with care or just in an ordinary way, you shouldn't have any problems. But the true test come in when I use the micro beads, because micro beads are very small. And if you don't have a good seal, the micro beads will let you know. And so I'm going to add some micro beads. And I love micro beads, hence the big bag I have right here. You know what? Let me just open it up. I got these micro beads from Buttons Galore and more. I got different colors. And you know what? The best price out there for micro beads, I think I shared these in one of my Button Galore quote-unquote hauls I did back in the day. I say quote-unquote because I don't do hauls anymore. But yeah, $5 for a whole pound. And then I got some when they had a sale. So I paid like $3.50 for a pound. Okay, so you see my beads there, and as you can see, none of the beads leaked through the bottom. So that tells me I have a real good seal. So what I'm going to do now is seal the area above the beads. And let's just seal it where it's at, right there. And I'm using, once again, this blade, my locking mechanism to hold it. And I'm going to lock it here and seal it. So I'm going to seal it for the second time. Now, I have yet to order the mini sealer. Amazon has like several different types, and some had bad reviews, and I had one in my basket. I'm not sure what happened to it. So if you guys know of any mini sealers, I mean the ones that are handheld, I did find one that was a mini full size, but that was way too much money. And so I am interested in trying out the hand size mini sealers. So if you guys know of one that works really good, please let me know. Okay, and all ready. Okay, I want to show you guys something. Now, it didn't seal properly, and because I should have sealed it up here more rather than so close, because this area right here is really, it's bulky there. And so I knew when I closed it that it wasn't going to seal properly, but I wanted to show you guys that anyway, just to let you know that you still can work with it. You could see a little bit of a strip right there, but no, it did not seal. So let's do it again. And this time I'm going to give myself more space because it's really bulky. Oops. And also too, it didn't close like all the way. It didn't close right because it's so bulky there. So you don't want to add too much in one space. You can, but you got to give more area inside of that pocket. Okay, so I've added that double seal, and you can see I'm shaking, and I'm not losing any of my micro beads. So I have a good seal there. But I recommend when you make Flippie Shakers that you add another double seal above or below that last seal. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I forgot to add an additional double seal to my first pocket with the fruity shake in it, but you would want to add a separate double seal before you add your or make your second pocket. And also, this is a great way to share your sequin, your shake mixes with your friends. Okay, so let's open it up. And you see my final Flippie Shaker. I have my fruity shake on the bottom. Then I have my micro beads and the center Flippie here. And you know what? Just because, or for good measure, I'm going to go ahead and add something to the top. Okay, I'm going to add some sequins. brown being my favorite color, why not add brown? Now, my pocket is not big, so I can't add a lot. So I normally would use a spoon, but you know, let me just pour a little bit in there. I'm just going to add just a little bit more. I don't want to add too much because I want to be able to put it in the unit and fuse it properly. So that's what I've added. I'm going to turn it this way this time. And try to position that in there because I know where it's going to seal. It's going to seal in the center of the strip. So I can position that in there to get the seal exactly where I want it. Right there is suffice. Close it. And I hope that snapped closed all the way. We'll find out. And seal it. And I will be back to show you guys the finished product. Alright, you guys. This is the final result. My Flippie Shaker. It's so cool. Imagine this decorated with stickers, with rub-ons. And what's great, you still have your adhesive, so you can apply this to a scrapbook page, to a card, to a Flippie album. And take a look at that texture. The more sealing strips that you add, the more texture you get. So let's start from the bottom. This is the first division that I made. And I forgot to add my second sealing strip here. Now, you may not have to. So I just did it because I'm working with Shake Shake and I wanted to be very sure that I wouldn't lose any of my Shake Shake, but I forgot to add it here and it's perfectly fine. Then I made this division here with the micro beads and I did add 2 sealing strips. You see one right here and then you see the other one right here, and then in the middle, that area right there, that's that texture. And so I could have made my sealing strips closer or wider. It all depends on, you know, what width you want. And then my last division was the sequins here. And I only added 1 sealing strip here. So I could go back and add an additional sealing strip, but you know what? This is fine. I feel pretty good with this. And then you hear the shake shake. Ah! Absolutely love it, you guys. Do give this a try. Be on the lookout for my tutorial using the hot tool. But if you guys are playing around with your clear bags and you found the right combination, please share that. Because if you've already figured it out, I don't have to figure it out. But listen to the sound. I love it. Okay, thank you guys for tuning in. Blessings.